All right, guys, here it is. The first video on YouTube for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 showing off virtual reality. It's going to be unedited. I'm not going to do any stops or any cuts. You're going to get to see everything I saw. This is the Pimax Crystal Light showing off here. Again, VR. And here we go. Let's rock and roll. Guys, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name's Jose. I'm an air traffic controller at Tampa International Airport, and I love making VR flight sim content. Microsoft flew me out to the Grand Canyon, which is where we're zooming in here on the display. By the way, I will come out of this dual split display here in just a moment if I haven't already. We're going to be departing the Grand Canyon National Airport, and we're just gonna go straight into the Grand Canyon, right? So quick note, I was able to talk directly to Seb, the CEO of Asobo, who's the one actually creating the software, and I told him, hey, split screens is really terrible for virtual reality, and for us to try to create content, number one, or I should say number one, show it off to a family member or anyone who's looking over our shoulder, and number two, create content. Not everyone's creating content, but it's just so gross, right? And we would really love a single image, high quality display that shows left or right eye with image stabilization. Now guys, did you just see how it loaded into the sim? Probably go back and rewind that real fast. But the way you load into the sim is so cool. As you zoom in on the airport, you select it, you're already starting to load the data around the area, which is just really, really neat. Now, as you can see, still doing a little bit of caching, a little bit of loading. I sat there, checked my controls, everything appears to be working. You know, throttle check, rudder check. By the way, I do not have audio here in the system that I was using. I failed that. I did have audio on the headset, but I failed to double check that it was recording. I had no real way of checking if audio was recording out, specifically in VR. My 2D videos, which are coming up later, this is number 1 of 4. I will have audio on the other videos. We're gonna go through the menu, check out the career mode, and check out some gameplay later on. So expect those videos coming up. Now here we are, guys. We are getting airborne. Center line looks pretty good. The distance, I don't know what the graphics were set to, but overall they look pretty good. I think you're going to see once we're at altitude, maybe 20,000 feet, you might see some blur. But overall, some of the screen tearing you're going to see here, again, I kind of zoomed into the image. This isn't proper way to show off VR, but some of the screen tearing you're going to see, that's not visible to me. In VR it's not, so please understand that. The performance in VR was pretty good. It wasn't, it could be better. I felt like there was a little bit room for the overhead. They installed the hardware, the software, and I started flying. I didn't check any settings. I didn't tweak any settings. So just kind of heads up, just trying to let you know where I'm at as far as what I'm thinking here, right? The computer, I believe a 14900K. I thought it was a 13700, but somebody corrected me. With an RTX 3080 Super and 64 gigs of RAM. That's unverified, guys, unverified, but that's what I was told by somebody in one of my comments who said it very confidently. So maybe they know something I don't. All right, here we are. Quick roll over the field, doing a low approach, and we're gonna head right into the canyon, which is straight ahead. Now, this is the airport we flew out of in the helicopter to go check out the Grand Canyon, by the way, with Maverick helicopters. I will post a little snippet right here. I plan to do like a vlog style video of the whole trip just because it was fun. I'm not a vlogger, guys, but I forced myself to put the camera in front of my face and show off what I was doing. So hopefully it's a fun trip, you know, really cool experience. I figured I need to record this. Just an amazing opportunity that I had that Microsoft offered for me to go out there. Now we're coming over the ridge, and this is kind of very similar to how our helicopter pilot Braden showed us. At a slower speed, obviously, and he did not roll over. So this is how I fly, guys. I love to roll over. I love to fly low in the canyons. Overall, again, this looks so good. Not perfect. There's a couple areas where I'm like, huh, okay, that could be a little bit better. And there's a little bit more stutter here that I noticed in this recording. In VR, there was just maybe a bit of stuttering, but it wasn't quite like what you see here. Recording VR is very difficult, guys. It's very difficult to create content that's crisp, that's smooth, that's kind of shows off what I see. But one of the things I did ask them, again, was a split screen view, VR support, which Jorg, the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator, he uses the Reverb G2. A couple things I did not ask them was controllers, right? Controller support, I'm not sure if they've been improved. Somebody did ask below, is it better? I hope so. I think right now they are, it sucks, absolutely. I don't think they're great at all. I've seen some users do good with them and I struggle. Sometimes when I mean to, you know, flip a switch one way, it goes the complete opposite and it frustrates me. Now, if you compare to X-Plane controls, X-Plane is flawless. It knows when you're clicking. I mean, if they could show off the controls the same way that X-Plane does it, this would be a win. Again, they're working on it, right? I think they said, hey, we've implemented controls, and they were kind of happy with it. Now here, guys, quick note, I had pretty much hit bingo fuel. I should have come out of burner. I did not. I just climbed straight up. I figured if I get high enough, I'll be able to glide to the runway as soon as my engines quit, which I think I lost engine number 1. No, I lost engine number 2. And then engine number 1 has about 100 pounds of fuel, which it's out. In the distance, it's a little bit blurry. Down low looks really good. Again, I do not know what the settings were, but overall, it was a really good experience. We can see some tiles here. On the left, it's brown. On the right, it's green. Not so great. In fact, we even see the tile line right in the center, right? Yeah, it looks like it. So I did not notice that in my first fly through, believe it or not. I was just that overwhelmed. But as we kind of go through the footage here, just kind of noticing all the flaws. There were some areas where the actual terrain was kind of low resolution. I think it could have been better, and I wonder what it would have looked like had I walked around in VR, which is something else I failed to do, guys. But as we kind of pull into here, guys, again, I'm coming in hot. I have no control. My gear did not come down. I've lost my engines. Having a lot of fun. By the way, Pimax is sending out a Crystal Light for review. Super excited about that. If you guys are interested in getting one, you guys are sold on it, there's a link down below which gives you a small discount, helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you any more. Again, a little bit of affiliate marketing, which helps me out, helps the mission, right, when I go and travel and do these things and just buy more hardware and do reviews on them. But guys, here's a little bit of the menu. It's kind of neat. It's different. Again, I have a video coming up on a breakdown of the whole menu. So there we go. That's the flight in VR, guys. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe. Expect more of these gameplay videos coming up, and we'll talk soon. Peace out.